right, good evening, good evening. We are here on tonight, which is February the 4th. Myself and Michael, you all are again joining us for Let's Talk with Casey and Mike. Got a very interesting discussion tonight. We're going to talk about men understanding menopause. Titling that you see scrolling across it, men on menopause. We know that's not what's taking place, but men speaking on menopause. So we diving in. We hope that everybody who joins in can get some insight from a male perspective. What we see our wives, significant others going through menopause, something that I was unaware of until a few years back, perimenopause. There are so many things that we have to unwrap. We may not get to it all tonight, but we do want to invite you all for your comments and just see where we stand on understanding the women in their bout with menopause. And I do call it a bout because to see the struggles. Have you ever, it's almost like, to me, and I'm gonna go right to you, but to me, have you ever sat in a Lamborghini?
No.
Never sat in a Lamborghini?
Mm-mm.
Like, seeing women go through that is almost like going from a 84 Toyota Corolla to a 2026 Lamborghini. It's like you just don't know what's happening. Like, there's just so much to unwrap. What do I push? Where do I start? What does this do? How does this, oh, that's what that does. That's coming up out of the dash. That's coming from,
Sensory overload.
Yes. And that's exactly what it is. And I think a lot of us men don't really understand what the ladies are going through. It's going to take a whole lot of patience. We're not going to understand it all. We're certainly not going to understand it all, but we can certainly be patient and kind to the ever-changing, daily changing, hourly changing, 10-minute changing episodes that they go through. It's nerve-wracking to see it. But what's your comments on it, Cuz?
Well, so let's start on some of the symptoms that actually, not that we go through. By the way, I do get hot flashes sometimes, but that's different. That my wife goes through,
right,
or has went through. So, of course, there's hot flashes, which could be in the middle of the night.
Right.
There's mood swings, but Tiny don't have a lot of mood swings. There's the erratic periods, or they're on the way to ending the periods. There's she goes from hot to cold, like hot to cold. There's, of course, during the winter, she'll go and just stand outside. It could be, I don't care how cold it is, she'll go stand outside, having to do with the hot flashes. And then, of course, there's the mood swings. Like I say, she don't have a lot of mood swings, but there's a lot. And then they're trying to find things you got to buy different pajamas, because you can't wear the same pajamas, because you got to get something cool, because you don't want to sleep hot. So you try to get something that's comfortable. You try to sleep good. Sometimes she has the heating pad. There's pains. There's all these things that's going on with her.
Right.
And so, it's been years. Right now, actually, she's had her first, it's been 12 months. She's gone 12 months without a period, which she is good with. But that trade-off is I'm sorry. So the trade-off is her hot flashes are just intense. So my job is, we've been married for 23 years. And so my job is to be like, okay, so this is that day. So what I try to do is adjust myself to how she's feeling. Tanya absolutely loves, she's like a puppy. She loves back rubs. I don't care how mad she is. I don't care what's going on. rubbing her feet, rubbing her back. When she watches TV, rubbing her hand, and it usually calms her down. Unless she has a hot flash, then she snatches it away. That's the point. So, so having to adjust that. And I was gonna say something else, but I don't want you to get mad at me.
No. I ain't gonna get mad.
Okay, cool. So when they stop,
hold on. Hold on. I'm not gonna get mad, but will I hit mute?
You're right. So so when this happens, your sex life changes. There is a change in. I mean, we're all adults here. Hey,
we're gonna talk about it, man.
Okay.
Ain't nobody talk. We're gonna talk about it.
So you try and find ways because the vaginal dryness makes sex uncomfortable, so you have to do things differently, right? And so as men, we have to, because sometimes men are selfish, and it's like, look, I know you're going through this, but look, this is what I want to do, and this is how you can't think like that, because it's not about you. You have to be aware of how your spouse feels, and just because you're trying to do something doesn't mean that she can or want to right now. You have to find different ways to make up for it. But go ahead. I see you was going to say something.
You said something that was very key earlier. You said sensory overload. Mm-hmm. Sensory overload. And then you also alluded to it's been years. What I was unaware of, that it really lasts about 2 to 10 to 12 years for some women. And, we think, okay, all right, she'll be done with this in about 6 months, like she having a baby or something. Like this gonna be gone in a few months, and I ain't gonna have to worry about all this. It's sometimes signs of depression, weight gain. You have the mental shifts, like you said, the night sweats, and it's hard for us to navigate because it's hard for them to navigate. Like,
yes,
it's a wiring process that's going on. Like, they don't even understand what their body is going through at that moment. Like, I'm cold, I'm hot. I'm hot, but I want a fan. I mean, I'm cold, but I want a fan on.
Yeah.
Or like, I feel the need to have on pajamas, but I'm sweating. Just the irritability. I mean, I think it's. We have to understand how important it is to find out what you need from us right now. I don't even know what you need later, because you may not be feeling like you're feeling right now later.
Yeah, give it 10 minutes.
So what is it that you need from me right now? Right. And I mean, I think that's where we go into cherish, where we go into loving, and understanding that these are the times, the uncertain times, and the uncertain things, and the uncertain feelings. Like, we ain't know nothing about all this. Our parents didn't talk about it. That's
interesting that you say that, because, okay, my mom and I talk now because, I'm old or whatever, but parents didn't talk about. And as a matter of fact, I guess if you go back decades, they were saying women were crazy. They were saying, and they were saying that they crazy and they're not doing this, because men were trying to diagnose, trying to tell them you just crazy and you just this, and they were giving them. They know what they're going through, but if a man didn't know what it was, then he's just gonna be like, nope, something wrong with you because I ain't going through it. You don't understand it, and you're right. So it was never talked about. Never talked about. Like I say, I didn't know until I got old and got married, and my mom started talking about, my hot flashes, and I'm like, I ain't getting about no hot flashes until I got married. I started going through with my wife.
Well, we hear them, but we don't understand the magnitude of them. Yeah. Like, I think it's always been a thought that menopause equals hot flash.
Yeah.
I think as a male in our society, that's pretty much the end of menopause. You're gonna have hot flashes. You're just getting hot for no reason. You don't think about the brain fog. We don't think about the sleep problems. We don't think about the ever adjusting mindset. Like, I really I really want something to eat right now. But if they don't eat in like 10 minutes, no, I don't want nothing. It's
Yep.
it's almost, you almost kind of feel sorry,
Oh, I feel
like,
sorry for him. I do. I
because
feel sorry for her.
to not have to not have
Control.
the control, the control that, you know, I think most people want to have at least control over ourselves, which
Yeah.
ultimately we don't even have that. You know, that rests in the Almighty.
Right.
But just not to not be able to even decide what I want to eat, decide whether I want something fast or whether I want to dine out, or,
Mhm.
you know, I had a taste for this 5 minutes ago, but now I got a taste for this. I'm hearing a echo, but I'll get it fixed. Y'all, please deal with it. I'm sorry.
I don't hear
It's,
it, cuz. I don't hear the echo. You
it
might
may
hear.
just be on my end.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, it may just be on my end. But you dove into, and I know you like to dive in.
No, no, no. I mean, because it's real.
Y'all see, there's there is a topic that Michael loves to cover.
Oh, why I gotta be a pervert?
You know, it's just a lot of people just don't talk about it so openly. So the fact that you be ready and willing,
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. So since we talk about it, I'm gonna do this. You're gonna get real uncomfortable. As men, we have the way that we think, the way that we think about our sex lives or whatever. We have to understand that what you do and what you want sexually with your wife, things have to they have to change because just in general, men have this. We're very, let's do it and whatever. You can't do that, because if it's uncomfortable for your wife, if it's uncomfortable that you guys are doing, then there's no then it's just one of you enjoying it. So you cannot put your desires over your spouse's
Right,
being uncomfortable, because
right,
that's the real deal. And there are things that you can do to make it better. But we have to understand that that it's not all about us. It's not all about us just going and doing it, then we're done. It's like, "Ooh, I'm good," and she's uncomfortable or in pain or feeling it. And so you have to change your mindset to know that it's not about you, it's about your wife and her being uncomfortable. And
absolutely.
then the weight gain, because sometimes when the weight gain during menopause, they don't feel as confident or self-assured. And so you have to let your wife know, I think you're
Right,
beautiful. I think you're all these things, because if you don't reassure them when they're going through this, then they're probably gonna feel like they're out. They already feel in certain ways, hot flashes, weight gain, the brain fog, all those things. And then they think that, oh, he doesn't love me because of these things. It's up to us to reassure them that we're here. That's why I'm gonna take a side note. When
no,
you marry somebody who you just they fine and they pretty and that's all I like about them, just don't marry them, because because we
I'll
gonna
make
pick up weight,
changes.
we gonna get gray. Your wife's gonna pick up weight. You're gonna pick up weight. Marry someone who you love being with, who you love talking to, who you love being with, because it is so much more than that. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go back to sex. Sex isn't just about the physical thing. It's a
Right,
mental thing. It is a
right.
mental thing. Especially for women, because men, it don't take much for us. Especially for women, you have to get them there mentally, because you just jumping on your wife and then being done. That's not a relationship. That's not marriage. That's not love.
At
Because,
all.
because the more you make them feel comfortable, the more you make them feel self-assured, no matter what kind of condition, no matter what they're going through, it's a lifetime deal. It is like, who knows? I might break my leg or something. She has to take care of me. I might have to, wipe my butt when I'm old. You just never know. That's why you have to form those relationships and be stronger. So I'm sorry. Go ahead, cuz.
No, Because when you be going. I be wipe my butt when you're old. I love it. I love it. But you're absolutely right. Whereas with men, it might take us 5 minutes. It may take a woman 5 hours.
Right.
It may take a woman 5 hours. Like intimacy for a man is, hey, touch me somewhere, and
that's it. We're good to go.
It's gonna be problem. Touch me somewhere, it's gonna be problem. With women, the connection, the intimacy, the comfort, safety, communicating, talking. Right. With men, we don't need a whole lot of the checking in and, hey baby, you okay? We don't need a whole, but that's an assurance for them that first of all, you're on my mind. I'm thinking about you.
That's right.
You're on the forefront of my mind. I just want to make sure you're okay. I want to make sure, like, even if I can't get to you, I can be an ear for whatever you got going on, and not try to fix it, not try to fix the problem that you're going through at the moment, but just be a listening ear. Let you vent. Let you get it off.
I used to be bad at that. I used to be real bad at that. All I wanted to do was fix it.
Just fix it.
Fix it. Okay, I'll fix it. And that was a problem I had. But go ahead, cuz. I'm sorry.
I think it's a problem that most men have, because that's what that's basically our character, is to fix, to provide, to protect. Like, whatever you got going on, I got it. Don't worry about it.
Right.
But all these situations, first of all, they don't want us to fix everything.
Yeah.
They just want to talk it out. And sometimes you already they'll get the remedy for it as they hear themselves talking to us a lot of times.
Right.
And there are so many ways that I think I heard a person say that a menopause is like backwards puberty. Mm-hmm. When you go through puberty, we're going through all those changes, and we don't know where this hair coming from. Like, why am I starting to have these feelings, these urges, and what's, like, things are getting like, whoa, what's happening? Are you growing? Are you getting pimples? And it's so much going on mentally that you're starting to get, I guess, attention because your voice is getting deeper, or you just all of a sudden you grew 4 or 5 inches.
I never got that voice deeper thing, but I'm working on it. but you're right. You're right.
And I feel like with men, all of us, we need to be more patient. We need to be more understanding. We first of all certainly can't make light of it. Nope. Like, I heard a friend of mine tell his lady one day, and I think I shared this with you before. He told his lady, "You need to man up."
Ooh, no, you didn't tell me that one.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. You just told a woman to man up. She don't have the capacity to man up.
Right. That's right.
She don't have the capacity to man up. And their pain levels, even though childbirth, from what I gather, is one of the most excruciating things that a person can ever go through. Their pain level on other things is just not that of ours. Like, they got pain level in that womb area and all of that down there that we'll probably be folded over, in the fetal position. Yeah. But a lot of the things that they deal with, we can't expect for them to just get over like that.
Right.
A lot of women have a alpha female mentality, but a lot of that mentality comes along because they have to serve that role.
That is very true.
I'm sorry, they want to,
but I understand, and you're right. But I just want to take a pause. To Miss Charity Jones said, "Don't forget, not every woman has the low libido. Some increase during perimenopause and menopause."
That's true.
It's
different.
It's different. It's different.
It's different. It's very different, and that where you get the flip side of it, where the man is getting older, but now mama want to claw,
and
it's right. Like, how do you manage this? How do you deal with the ever-change? It's us as humans. What is time you say? Human race will be over if it was up to y'all.
Tanya, we don't need none of that.
Stop it. We in here trying to understand y'all tonight.
And she throwing daggers.
We trying. We really trying. And I encourage every man to take some time to understand your wife, your significant other, understand them a little more than you did on last year. Take time to study them. Take time to find out that, I mean, I think all of us as humans, we'll kind of give away what we desire from the consistency in which we behave.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
And we all
go ahead, Gus.
No, I'm just going to say we all behave in a consistent manner. But it's just that a lot of times we ain't too much paying attention to it because of our day, or like a man can't hear a woman say she has a headache 3 times in a week and get the mindset of, here she go with a headache again.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Insane headache. Yeah. Most men don't suffer from headaches a whole lot.
It's different.
What we have to do is remind ourselves, I get these, what they call cluster headaches. Cluster migraines. I may not have one for 2 years, but when it comes,
it comes. Yeah, I
think about that when you're going through a headache or you're going through those type of things that you really don't have that control over. Like my mind always goes back to, how was I feeling when that happened? Yep. All I wanted was a dark spot and some peace and quiet, and try my best to go to sleep and hopefully it's gone when I wake up.
And it is. I used to suffer migraines. I don't suffer them anymore, but it is no fun. And to have your body, hormones going all out of whack is one thing. And we're talking about years that they have to go through this. One other thing I want to bring up. We're talking about spouses and wives and how we need to do. You got to think about your mama, your cousins, let's say, you're at work. You have to be cognizant of these things, because it's not just your wife that you have to try and understand. It's women in general who are in that age range who are going through this. You have to be mindful of my boss, my coworker. So, you have to be mindful of it and think in those terms, not just with your wife. Of course, your wife comes first. You have to think about it, but you have to be aware that this is not just happening in your home. And you get men who say things like, they crazy. They just whatever. They're going through these things and they have no choice whatsoever about what they're going through and how they're feeling. And so I think we have to not just be cognizant of our wives and our loved ones and our daughters and our mothers out there in general. Women are going through this throughout the world. This is not just your little, you have to be, you have to think when you go out, you never know. You never know. And so, and it's not just with women. You should go out with a mindset of loving people and of being understanding and doing it just in general. If you can go with that attitude, if you can go with the attitude that we're supposed to be Christians and go out there, that should be the way that you live. That should be the way that you look at things. And I didn't mean to divert that far, but it's not just being understanding, but being understanding in general, being understanding and loving in general. Because I know people say you never know somebody's having a bad day, because you don't. I mean, you don't. So, it's just one of those things.
Yeah, and I want to say something too, and it's probably a small percentage. I do want to say something to the women who kind of lose your focus, lose your religion, lose everything else, all your bearings when you're going through. This does not give you the right to be rude, disrespectful. Get some quiet time. Go off to yourself. Make sure that you're clear with us that I'm okay and I'm pretty sure you are, Michael. I don't want to talk right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't sit there and get aggravated because a man wants to talk when you don't want to talk, or he's trying to, spice up the moment when you ain't feeling it. Like, just give, I think a lot of women give signs when we need clarity. Don't send me a sign. Don't make me guess.
Yeah.
Don't have my mind out here thinking, that okay,
Yeah,
maybe
we're not that smart. We
no,
we are
we're not.
yeah, we are not that
Let's just
smart.
be real about it. We ain't that smart, and we don't like to get in tune with our internal thoughts
Yeah.
as much as you all do. It's like lights on, lights off.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Period.
If it broke,
Y'all got a cockpit. Y'all
yeah.
got an airplane cockpit. We just lights on, lights off for the most part. But I
Mhm.
think it's time for us to get beyond that as far as um, learning the ones that we love to make sure that they're well taken care of, that they're well represented, and that we think about those things that they're going through. Men, and I know it ain't just me and Michael.
Oh
Take
no.
time to learn your spouse. They cannot man up. A woman's job
He was
is not
asking for I don't
going.
know what that nut was thinking about.
Yeah, yeah. I I ain't gonna say no more about him because I think he know who it is. But it was it, it was bad to hear it because I kind of understood how it landed.
I got you.
Especially when you say it in front of other people.
Other people, yeah,
You
yeah,
know, if you and your wife get down like that, hey, that's on y'all. But
yeah,
when you say it in front of other people, man, it's different.
yeah.
Uh, so this segment tonight, men on menopause, we trying to understand. Y'all help us by talking to us.
Yep.
Help us by talking to us. Come up with a way. Maybe we should come up with a way to have the sign ahead of time.
Just talk.
Because men be getting like we get sexual in our mind and don't consider y'all, and then it's a deflation feeling to be rejected
But
either
yeah,
because you're tired, because
it
you're in
is.
pain.
And then I'm gonna say this because when you get rebuffed, sometime it's just like, oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna, I ain't gonna try nothing, ain't gonna mess with that.
Yeah,
And then it can turn into, you don't love me no more, and it's
right,
like crap. Well, no, I'm
right.
trying not to, and I want to make sure that. So yeah, that's right. Can I say one last thing? Cause the picture back there, Kia, she looking at me like, what you getting ready to say next? Tell, yeah, because she don't trust me. Because that picture don't trust me. So okay, so that
Eyes moving. You see, you feel like
okay. I'm sorry. So yes, yeah, this was a good subject tonight because I'm glad that you came up with this one. This is really, really, really good, and it's very important because, like you said, it's not just us for sure. And I'm not gonna lie, I highly, highly doubt that my dad and your dad and dads of that generation probably
come
didn't.
on now, let's be real. They wasn't studying no menopause. They wasn't studying no. I'm pretty sure the way God created us, it was happening then like it happens now. But because of the education,
Yes.
I think women know to call it menopause now. Then they
Yeah.
were probably just aggravated.
Yeah.
Like, God, man, and older men, they weren't trying to hear that.
Yeah.
Let's just be real about it. I don't care whether you saved, unsaved, whatever you are, whatever your religious background is. Look here. Nah, come on in here and take that apron off.
Yeah.
But we gotta do better, man.
Yes,
Once
sir.
we know better,
Absolutely.
we do better. And once we do better, we are better.
That's right.
So
Absolutely.
each couple, man, we gotta get to that point where we're openly discussing all of these things, and we ain't all about expecting the things that are unsaid.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
and that goes for us too. I think if
Absolutely.
we feel like a man, if you feeling like you want to spend that intimate time with your wife, man, start something early in the day.
Yeah.
Start something
That's,
early in the day.
that's right.
You know, encouraging words, flirty words, whatever. Preachers
Yeah.
too, y'all can flirt. Y'all know.
Yeah.
This is what it is. We let's talk with Casey and Mike. So
That's right.
don't tune in and act like well they shouldn't be discussing this. No, we're gonna discuss it because it's a topic that we deal with in everyday life.
That's right.
Um, So I think
God love us, and that don't mean that we don't talk about these things.
Yeah,
we married.
We just got to do better, man. We got to do
absolutely.
better. And these not personal problems that are happening on a daily basis, but I'm sure everybody has an issue, you know, especially the women that may no longer have a husband, you know. How are they dealing with, I don't know. You know, it's just like, find somebody. Again, it goes back to, if you're alone, find your group.
Yeah, we should have had a group on here. We should have had a couple of women on here. I know our wives probably won't do it, but we need to bring some women on here with this kind of conversation to let them.
No, I think they might. But yeah, I mean, and of course we welcome the comments. So we see a lot of comments from some people on the chat, and we welcome them. We want to see them keep coming, because we won't have time to answer everything, but we are seeing everything, and as you all know, we'll come back and we'll respond. Very, very, very good points. But when the thought arises, man, if you all have something that you may disagree with what we said, or you want to go a little more depth, this is about sharing the information so we could be better.
Absolutely.
Period. So again, you all, we thank you all for tuning in. This has been good. Next week, remember, February 11th, we're asking for everybody to drop their questions, drop them in the chat, drop them in the email, go on our Instagram, and drop them in, and let us have a discussion next week.
I'll handle the sex questions.
Huh?
I'll handle the sex questions.
Yeah. I'm gonna dive in, man. You know, I ain't scared of it. It's just like you be ready.
I'd be a little bit too prepared. You be too prepared.
We could be talking about fruit salad, boy. You find a way. Don't quite go with what we talking about. Let's go.
Y'all pray for me.
It's been great, man. Hey, we love you guys again. Let's talk with Casey Mike. We see y'all next week. Take care. Be blessed.
Love you guys.